And anyone who's done this a lot feels like they're doing it a lot. I don't think you do it enough. And I find every time I do this, I learn more and more about Jiu-Jitsu because it puts people under a lot of pressure in terms of the actual breath hold and breathing. So you don't want to hold your breath, you need to breathe with what they're doing to you. And that's a really important part of Jiu-Jitsu. So, George, just go down for me a second. So, all we're going to do to begin with is make sure we've got this. I still am amazed how often people need to see it. I just think it's part of it. It's just repetition, repetition, repetition. So, see you later. So, first thing I'm going to do, so this is a head and arm position. So it's basically, although my hip's in his armpit, I am facing him. I still have kids that want to show this. Seems to, for some reason, start doing this. Right? We're facing them. Scarf hold is a facing position, like we've just been doing. So I've got a grip around basically his head, and I've got a grip around his arm. So that's the first thing. So the knee in here, I always try and put the knee under his head. And the reason I do that is it shuts off his shoulder rotation in this area. This area is pretty much completely shut off by having my knee under his head. And my hand is so deep that it's like I'm trying to touch my balls, right? That's how, like, go as deep as you can, right, as you get to. He'll push weight back in the head in reality and you'll get it, but you don't want this. And I never ever want anything where they're grabbing the pant leg on there. It's literally like I'm retracting, and look what position I'm basically in. Head and arm, what position, what posture is this? Set out, and then from here I can start putting weight through George. Here, yeah? And he can, he'll get his hands together here, right? And yeah, he'll usually try and push my shoulder up. But this is the basic thing I just want you to get this feeling of. And whenever you're in this, if I'm George, I'm always thinking about, so whenever you feel as they're doing this, they're tightening. So whenever they're tightening, you're exhaling. And you tell yourself, I'm getting rid of all the carbon dioxide, I'm getting rid of all the stuff I don't want in my body. And then the next time that they relax, because I can only tighten so much, and it might be a little bit of might be like just as I'm sort of here, you'll feel I just relax a little bit. And that's when he takes his inhale. Big inhale, fills his belly up as much as possible. Yeah, and then as I go to squeeze, you just start letting it out, slowly out. And that's the way to stay calm in here, because it's a pretty claustrophobic position. But this is how we're going to do it, yeah? So, get the scarf hold and just tighten, like literally go through those steps, put your weight on them, and just hold them for a little bit. And as they're doing it, I want the person on the bottom just to think about, see how long you can exhale for. You'd be amazed how long you can exhale for. And then as you feel, as they're even talking to you, and you're having you'll feel them relax or adjust. And when they adjust, you don't need loads of air in, but what's important is that you breathe with their contractions. If they contract and you try and breathe in, that's what makes people claustrophobic. Yeah? Let's give it a go.